Hello, and welcome to my review of the brand new Danish comedy movie Vildmænd, or as it's called in English, Wild Men. So this is a movie starring the likes of Rasmus Bjerg and Saki Youssef. Rasmus Bjerg playing a guy who's going through a midlife crisis and moved to the woods of Norway and lives sort of like a Viking. That's the basic premise of the movie. And then he comes across Saki Youssef's character and they have a lot of fun moments together. And when it focuses on that relationship, this bromance, I think the movie works so well. When it is Rasmus Bjerg and Saki Youssef on screen together, I think the movie is so funny. I think it works wonders. And I think the acting is actually really good in this movie. Normally, I do have some issues regarding acting in Danish movies. Of course, there are movies that stand out, like Another Round or The Shadow in My Eye that came out last year. And the acting in this is really good. Rasmus Bjerg is so funny. He has amazing comedic timing and he has incredible chemistry with Saki Youssef. And as I said, when they're together, their story, that is really interesting and really funny. And I think the spin on a midlife crisis that this movie, the approach to a midlife crisis that this movie takes, I think is amazing. I think Sofie Gråbøl, that plays Rasmus Bjerg's character's wife, I think she's really good in this as well. And I think that's sort of a side plot you have to have in the movie. But the side plots are actually my biggest issue with this movie. It's almost as if the director, Thomas Danesgaard, had this idea that he needed to give every single side character their own unique backstory and their own motivations, and he needed to have a bunch of side plots. But I don't think that's where the movie works. I think the movie works with this central story, with these central characters, and I think, there's a plot line about some money, I won't say more than that I think could have been easily removed from the story, and I think it takes up way too much time. And the movie could have ended like 10 to 15 minutes earlier, and I think that would have been a more appropriate point in time to finish off the movie. But because of this plotline about money, it drags out, and I think it becomes too long to the point where at the end I was just like, well, I like the way it ties everything up, but I think you could have easily cut out that second finish to the movie. In general, I just think this is a really fun concept of a guy going to live in the woods away from his family, and when you've got someone like Rasmus Bjerg in the lead role, it's just always going to be funny. At least, I'm from Denmark myself, and I know the guy. I don't know if it would work as well if you don't understand Danish, but yeah, for me, it was a lot of fun. It is not by any means the funniest movie I've ever seen. I mean, the level to which I can enjoy the movie is significantly reduced whenever Rasmus Bjerg is not on screen. He just elevates the movie so much, and it's like an hour and 44 minutes, I think, and there's at least 30 to 40 minutes where he's not on screen, where I just wasn't engaged. And that is about like almost half the movie. And therefore the score isn't as high as it's not really that high at all. But it would have been very high if it had just been that central story. So to sum up, this is a movie with a great central story, a great sense of humor, but it is 10 to 20 minutes too long, and it's trying to be overly complex with a lot of side plots that I just didn't care about at all. It's a good time, but it starts to drag a lot in the end. I can't really go any higher than a 55%. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like what you saw, this is what I want to do on this channel. I want to see as many movies as I possibly can. I want to see as many TV shows as I possibly can. And I want to bring the reviews to you guys. So if you want to be a part of that, please consider clicking that subscribe button.